What's good, everybody? NicMakesPlays here. Today, I'm going to go over the dinosaur deck. I went 12-0 to Plat with this season. It is so strong. It can regularly end on Appaloosa, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, Lagia, and Borload Savage Dragon. Very strong deck. You can just end with insane boards. You can push through so many different things. It's the most underrated, if not the most underrated deck in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Because Miscellaneous is at 3, and the TCG is at 1, but in Master Duel it's at 3. This card is absolutely broken, this deck's broken, its combos are broken. Let's get into it. So, there's a lot of different ways to play a deck, a lot of different combo routes, different ways to splash. A lot of the cards we're going to go over, I'm going to be like, oh, this is part of the combo, oh, we'll get to this later because this is part of this combo. I will make sure I explain the combos in the deck so you can play it to its best ability. Alright, let's get to the first card. And remember, if you guys are big dinosaur fans and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, make sure to like and subscribe. First card is Effect Failure. Pretty good hand trap. You have tons of hand traps in this deck to help out going second, or even back up your board going first. We have Baylor, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Impermanence, all kinds of stuff. But the reason we run one particularly is that you run it for Cross and Designator, declare one card, and then you banish from your main deck, and then it stops that card name if your opponent uses it. So basically, if they use Effect Failure on any of your dinosaur monsters mid-combo, you use Cross or Designator, banish Effect Failure, and it stops their Effect Failure, and you keep comboing off. But, again, it's also just good if you draw it because it's Effect Failure, it's good. So next is the Anodormed Archsaur. This card is absolutely broken. When I first read the card, I was like, there's no way it does this. So this is one of the combo pieces of the deck. I'll be going more in-depth about what you do with it during the combo, but in short, it's normal special summon. You can just throw in dinosaur monster in your hand or field, and then search Evolution Pill. It's double Evolution Pill. So this card can be summoned off Miscellaneous, then you summon it, and then you destroy a Babysaurus. This card's destroyed, you summon a level 4 lower dinosaur monster, and then you get a pill and summon Conductor Tyranno. It does aid a lot. It's really strong. The reason you run 2 is you don't want to really open it itself. You just want to summon it from your deck off of Miscellaneous, which we'll get to later. Next is Babysaurus. Very good card. This card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, especially on level 4 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck. This is not once per turn, this is not once per copy, this is not once per anything. So you can loop these so much in this deck, and that's part of what you'll be doing with the main combo is be summoning this, then destroying it and getting another one, then destroying it and destroying it, another one, etc. And summoning pretty much a bunch of level 4s from your deck. And again, ending with that fabled strong boards we've been talking about. And I'll be sure to showcase them for you today in this video. Next is Maxi. Best card in Master Duel, doesn't need much of an introduction. If you have a board, you Maxi, you just draw infinite cards and then you win. If they go first and they play into Maxi, you draw a bunch of cards, you just kill them. So whether you have a board or you don't have a board, either way, it is kind of going to draw you a bunch of cards to win the game with. Next is Ash Blossom, one of the other best hand traps in the game. This card is just generically good at stopping most things. I won't go long into this, it's just Ash Blossom 3 in most decks in Master Duel, and that includes this one. So next is Giant Rex. So it can't attack directly, but the main thing you do with this card is if this card is banished, you can special from this card. It's level 4 dinosaur, so the evolution pill you search says banish one dinosaur monster and one non-dinosaur monster. Special summon a level 7 or higher dinosaur monster from your deck. That's this one. So basically, you banish Giant Rex from your graveyard, and then you use it to XYZ into Lagia, or Dolka, or Bisweller, or whatever. But yeah, you banish this pill and you combo with it. Next is Scrap Chimera. This is part of the Scrap Raptor combos. You'll be searching this off Scrap Raptor. Scrap Raptor, if he can destroy himself to get an extra normal summon for a Scrap monster, and then search a Scrap monster. So in short, Scrap Raptor pops himself, you summon Chimera, or you search Chimera, summon Chimera, and then you make whatever. It is part of the main combo of this deck, and also, if you have Bricky in hands, you can just do this with Scrap Raptor to make Paduska. We'll get into it later when we do showcase the main combos. Next is Miscellaneous. This is the best card in the entire deck. It is absolutely insane. The card is not fair at all, and again, it's at 1 in the TCG. It's at 3 in Master Duel. And this card is so broken. This is why I think that's super underrated. So during the main phase, quick effects, you can do it in response to a trap, in response to Valor, Imperm, or you can just do it right away. You can discard it. All dinosaurs are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects this turn, or this main phase. So basically it stops Valor, Imperm, Nibiru, traps, it just protects your whole board, at least the dinosaur portion of the board. Then, it does more for some reason, you can banish it from the graveyard, special one dinosaur monster from your deck, equal to level of banished dinosaur monsters. So you can banish just itself, summon this from your deck, which is what you're doing most of the time. But you can banish this in some other dinosaur monster, that's 2, so Babysaurus. Banish this in 3 other dinosaur monsters, summon Overraptor, that's 4. So yeah, just summons a dinosaur from your deck, but regularly you're just going to be using this to summon the Archosaur. Okay, so next is Overraptor's card is another best card in the deck. This card is normal or special summon. That includes being special summon off Babysaurus. You can add a dinosaur monster from your hand or send it to your graveyard. Then, its other effect is you can target one other level 4 or lower dinosaur monster on the field, destroy it, and then summon a dinosaur monster from your grave. So basically what you do is you get a Babysaurus in graveyard and one in the field. You pop the first one, reborn the second one, and then you get a free level 4 dinosaur from your deck. You can also destroy dinosaurs anywhere on the field, including your opponents, which will come up later with a card called Lost World we'll get to. Next is Scrap Raptor. We already kind of went over it, but it is a level 4 tuner and a dinosaur. So you can use it to make Lagia, Doko, or even Boil the Savage Dragon, and it's a part of the Scrap Wyvern combos, which is very, very key part of the combo is the Scrap Engine. I will be showcasing you that today as well, so we'll get into that later. So Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, very strong. So this card's like your boss monster deck, and you can summon it from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions with Double Pill, or you can just search it off Overraptor and summon it regularly. So to summon it regularly, you just banish your dinosaur monster from your grave. Once per turn during the main phase, quick effect. Destroy a monster in your hand or field. If you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense position. This is good at stopping them from XYZing, stopping them from linking. If they have an effect, you can just set them before they use the effect, face down. Then also, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. And that's the damage depth. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent and send that monster to the graveyard. So basically, this card's a mouthful, but in short, it's a boss monster. On their turn, set their guys face down to ruin their turn. On your turn, you set their guys face down and you attack all of them and kill them all. Very, very strong. Next is Nibiru. Mostly just in here for Crossroad Designator. So if they Nibiru, you just use Crossroad Designator, banish your Nibiru from your deck. It stops them. But also it's just good to have more hand traps. I like the ratio of hand traps we have here. So Double Pill, search off the 1-star. This allows you to summon a Conductor Tyranno from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Very good. 3 Fossil Dig. And a little 6 or lower dinosaur monster to protect your hand. This is, I mean, without saying amazing in a dinosaur deck. You can search your missing puzzle piece, whether it's Overraptor, Babysaurus, Miscellaneousaurus. You can just search whatever you want, and you're good to go. Repot of Prosperity. Very, very strong card this deck. Actually, one amazing card this deck. I think this deck is like night and day with and without it. So the way this deck loses is just like bricking. It's a combo deck. You need multiple pieces to work. And this card just lets you search whatever you need, and you're good to go. You have to banish 3 or 6 cards from your extra deck, but there are tons of cards you don't need in the extra deck because it has multiple different combo routes. What I mean by that is that you can look at your hand and say, okay, I need to hit this combo piece to do this combo. I'll just banish the combo pieces I'm not using. Also, some other combo, or some of the cards in the deck aren't even combo pieces, such as Nightmare Phoenix isn't a combo piece, Access Code Talker, IP. You don't need a Dweller, you don't need a Dagaris. Like, a lot of cards are just optional, so you can just banish 3 and then search what you need. It's a combo deck. If you combo off, you will win. This card makes it more likely for you to combo off and do your combos, so Pot Prosperity helps consistency and makes it so you're reliably able to combo off and win the game. Next is Lost World. This card's insane, so let's read it because it's a very interesting card. All monsters in the field lose 5 attack and defense except dinosaurs. That's just a bonus. That's a cool little effect. But here's the real deal. Once per turn, if a dinosaur monster is normal special summoned, you can special summon 1 Juraeg token to your opponent's field in defense. They get the token. While your opponent controls a token, they cannot target monsters in the field with card effects. So, you can play Lost World, right? And then it gives them a token, and they can't target any of your cards. They can't Valor them, they can't Imper them. You see how this is a combo deck with many ways to stop them from interacting with you. So you can shut off Effect Valor, you can shut off Imperm like it's no problem. Again, you can also stop the max use and stuff with these cards, but for Lost World, the other cool thing you can do is if a normal monster in the field, that includes the token that we're summoning, would be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy that many dinosaur monsters in your hand or deck instead. So you give them a token, and then you can destroy that token, and instead of the token actually dying, you can kill a Babysaurus from your deck instead. So this Overraptor card allows you to destroy a dinosaur on your opponent's side of the field. So you destroy the token that you gave them, and then use Lost World's effect. Instead of killing the token, you just kill a Babysaurus from your deck, and it essentially says, instead of, you give them a token, and then whenever it would die, instead you can just get a free level 4 from your deck with Babysaurus. Again, we'll explain the combos. This is regularly comboed with Scrap Raptor. I only run 3 Lost World and 2 Scrap Raptor because the other combo with the Miscellaneousaurus and such is a better combo than the Scrap Raptor Lost World combo. And Lost World and Scrap Raptor can be bricks. Basically, Scrap Raptor plus Lost World is a 2-piece combo. But outside of each other, all the other cards are better combo routes. So I don't try and focus on this combo by running like Terraforming or 3 Scrap Raptor, because it's very bricky if you draw like Scrap Raptor or Lost World and not the other one. But I'd rather just raise consistency for the better and more reliable combo, which is with the Dinosaurs and the Babysaurus and stuff. Anyways, copy the grave. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. If you do, send it to next turn, negate effects. So if they use Veiler or Maxi or Ash Blossom, whatever, you just banish it from the graveyard, negate the effect. This is how you stop their hand traps again. You have more ways, but particularly strong to stop Maxi, which is very good for Sword deck. Cross the Designator, we went over. Same thing, you banish card from your deck, negate that card, stops the hand traps. Imperm, another target for the Cross the Designator. Very good. Alright, so again, I told you this deck regularly ends on Borreload Savage Dragon, Lagia, Conductor Tyranno, Apollousa. So you can stop 2 spell and trap effects, sell their cards face down, and you can also negate 4 or 3 or 4, depending what the combo is, monster effects of Apollousa. In the games, when I'm showing you the combos, I'll make sure that I get games that show this combo, because you're going to be doing this pretty much every time, so it's not like I have to like search or play many games to show you. When I was 12-0 with this deck, I was doing this combo turn 1 basically every game. But that's what you want to be ending on, and I'll be sure to show you that today. Alright, here's the extra. So Borreload Savage Dragon, when the main card you combo into, if it's Synchro Summon, you equip a Link from the graveyard, and it gains that many Borreload counters based on the rating of the Link. When your opponent activates a card or effect, it's a quick effect, remove a Borreload counter and negate the activation. So in this combo you're going to be doing regularly, you use Scrap Wyvern as the equipped. So basically you summon Borreload Savage Dragon and he can negate 2 cards. Only 1 per turn, but you get to use them twice, which is nice. Lagia, 2 dinosaur monsters. When a monster would be normal or special or spell trap card activated, you got shoot negate to summon. Obviously, like, so broken in this deck. Like, you just have so many negates, like you just negate spell traps or summons. Dolka, very good. You can detach 1, negate a monster effect. This is going to push through hand traps. It's just nice because you get to use it twice. It negates monster effects. This one doesn't negate monster effects, so just pick whatever you need. Abyss Dweller, detach. Your opponent's cards active in the graveyard can't activate their effects this turn, so this stops graveyard effects. Bagusta, this is really important for brick hands. If you ever have a hand that's like Maxi, Veiler, plus like whatever, like just a bricky hand, helps you stall. So, still for monsters, you put it in defense. It changes all face-up monsters in the field to defense and negates their effects, so it's essentially a skill drain. You just sit on this skill drain for 2 turns until you can unbrick and just kill it in 1 turn. You can use Scrap Raptor to kill itself. You can Scrap Chimera, summon the Crap Chimera, reborn Scrap Raptor, make Baguska. This is how you play out of the slower hands. Dugiris, this is a pretty unique effect. It doesn't come up that much, but it's nice to like double the attack of Conductor Tyranno and attack for 7,000. But you can skip your deck. You can detach to one of these effects. Skip your next draw phase, draw 2, discard 1, helps you unbrick in certain hands. Skip your next main phase, also special summon 1 monster from your graveyard and defense. Skip next battle phase, also double the attack of 1 monster you control until the end of this turn. That's what you're going to be doing most of the time, because you can make him go to 7,000, and then if you have this, you can also make him have piercing. So yeah, you just do this to kill people in 1 turn. Link Creepo, very important card. Just needs 1 level 1 monster to link into, so all you use this for really is you send this to the graveyard for this. And it gets a dinosaur in graveyard, which helps you combo easier. It's really important to have this dinosaur in graveyard for certain hands. Let's say you have Dinosaurs, but you already like raw drew this or something. You put this in the graveyard, banish this and this for Babysaurus. It also just puts in a link in the graveyard for Access Code Talker later, or Borreload Savage Dragon. There's a lot of hands where you just raw have like Animador and Archosaur, you need to normal summon it to start your combo, and you need to link it off into the grave to get more dinosaurs to grave. So Secure Gardener, also very good. So what you do is you play Link Creepo, put it to the graveyard, and you play Secure Gardener. This is important because sometimes, like with certain hands, you need to banish a dinosaur monster and a non-dinosaur for Pill. So if you have like a weaker hand, like just a normal dinosaur, search Pill, link into Link Creepo, link into Secure Gardener, banish the Link Creepo, and the dinosaur, a normal dinosaur card, this guy, for Tyranno. It lets you basically 1 card Tyranno is what this does. Remember Phoenix, link 2, destroy a back row, pretty good. Pentastag. This card's interesting. If your linked monster attacks a defense piercing monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. This lets you just try and go for game. It's just a generic link, so very good. Scrap Wyvern. This is the main card of the combo. This card is so insane, I don't even know how to describe it with words. We'll have to showcase it mostly during the actual playing portion, show you how it does in the combo, but basically, so it takes 2 monsters, including a Scrap. You can target 1 monster in your graveyard, 1 Scrap monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So you play it, Reborn Scrap Raptor, okay? Destroy a card you control after that. So you Reborn Scrap Raptor, destroy Scrap Raptor. Then if a Scrap monster is destroyed by card effect, which you just did, you special summon a Scrap monster from your deck and destroy a card in the field. So in short, you link for it, Reborn Scrap Raptor, destroy Scrap Raptor, get a Scrap Raptor from your deck, Then you destroy a card in the field. You want to use that to destroy the Babysaurus. So it lets you just summon Scrapyard from your deck and then destroy Babysaurus. This is you use this during the main combo. 2 IP, just a way you can... It's a combo you do with Scrap Raptor in Lost World. It ends with IP. You can't end the full combo with like Appaloosa sometimes with certain hands. So you make IP, and then on their turn you can link for Nightmare Unicorn, which is the next card. You can discard a card, target a card in the field, shuffle it into the deck. So basically, if you open like certain combo hands where you can't full combo, you just make IP instead, and then make Unicorn on their turn to shuffle a card in the field into the deck. Appaloosa is one of the main cards you combo into in this deck. So essentially, it negates monster effects once per chain. When your opponent activates a monster effect, makes this card lose exactly 100 attack. If you negate the activation, you can regularly make this with 4 or 3 materials, and then you just negate 3 of their monster effects, and you're good to go. This is also backed up by like Duel, Savage Dragon, and Lagia, so it negates. So you have 3 monster effect negates, negate a normal summon / spell or trap, negate a spell or trap, sell their monsters. It's very hard to beat when backed up by like you can just negate everything essentially. Next, you have Access Code Talker. This is how you kill the enemy very easily. Your opponent can activate cards or effects response to this card's effect. So it's Link Summon. You target a Link in your graveyard. Negates 1,000 attack based on its rating. You can easily do this like whatever. Make it 4,300 with this. Make it 5,300 with this. Whatever. And or just Appaloosa. Make it 6,300. So they can't respond. It's 1,600 attack. And you can banish a Link from your graveyard, destroy a card your opponent controls. So you play a 1,600 attack monster your opponent can't respond to, and you just blow up their field and attack 1,600 per game. Alright, so again, the games will showcase the combos. I will try to be as descriptive as possible when explaining how the combos go. You want to be ending with Borreload Savage Dragon, Lagia, always touch Tyranno, Appaloosa. Alright, so let me show you guys how we do that. Let's get into a game where I can showcase it. And remember, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Alright, as you can see, we're Plat 1, highest rank in the game, up to Plat 4 or 5, I'm not sure what that is. We will choose first, we will do our main combo. It's very strong, it's the strongest point in this deck is we're able to combo off turn 1. We have tons of way to protect it with Lost World, Cobble the Grave, Cross the Designator, and we went 12 out last time we played this deck, so let's see what we do in the video today. Alright, pretty interesting hand. We're going to Pot of Prosperity here for 6 and try and hit, I guess, the 1-star card. So this will be a good show to show you what you can get rid of off Prosperity. We don't need IP and Unicorn if we get full combo. We don't need Pentastag. We don't need Phoenix. We don't need the Secure Gardena, and we don't need this either. We also don't need Baguska. I guess we might as well keep this for Baguska, but there's tons of options here. So we're gonna go for the 1-star. We also have Cross-Out Designator to stop. We got the 1-star already. We also have Cross-Out Designator, which can stop any hand trap. Alright, so we'll get the 1-star here. Pretty good. Alright, so what we're going to do is first we'll play Lost World. The reason we even play this is just so we can't interact or, I guess, target our dinosaur monsters after he gets the token. It shouldn't really matter with this hand. Like, all we need is these. This is full combo. The 1-star plus Babysaurus is full combo. We do not need Lost World, so we might as well play it, right? So we'll destroy Babysaurus. That will search Evolution Pill. Then Babysaurus special ones a level 4 lower dinosaur from our deck. We will then have an Oviraptor. Alright. Oviraptor searches a dinosaur monster. So what we're going to do here is search Miscellaneousaurus. We will then link away the 1-star for Link Rebuild because we really need to get a second dinosaur in graveyard. This allows us to banish Miscellaneousaurus plus the 1-star we linked away for a second Babysaurus. Discard that. Alright, banish 2. So we'll banish the Miscellaneousaurus here. 2 cards. And we'll also banish the 1-star. We want to keep Babysaurus in graveyard, so we're going to reborn it with Oviraptor. So we will special summon a second Babysaurus. Then, Oviraptor's effect. We could kill this, I guess, technically, and get an extra card. But I just want to showcase what happened to Dawn of Lost World. Just so I can show you the 2-card combo. So we'll kill Babysaurus, and then special one from our graveyard. This is destroyed, we'll get the effect off. And then here, we get the Scrap Raptor. Alright, so Scrap Raptor will destroy Babysaurus. And then Babysaurus will get another Babysaurus. The reason we destroy Babysaurus here, his effect is you can destroy a monster, and then you can get an extra normal summon this turn for a scrap monster, which we'll be doing later. So Scrap Wyvern, link away the Link Haribo, and the Scrap Raptor for the Wyvern. Alright, so Scrap Wyvern, his ability is you can reborn a scrap monster from your graveyard. Then, you can destroy a card in the field. We'll destroy the Scrap Raptor. This card's effect, if a scrap monster is destroyed, then you're able to summon a scrap from your deck. Scrap Raptor, when it's destroyed by a scrap effect, searches a scrap. So, Scrap Raptor will search Scrap Chimera. And then Wyvern will summon a Raptor from our deck. And then you destroy a card. We will destroy the Babysaurus. Babysaurus effects. Babysaurus will now get Giant Rex. So because we used the Scrap Raptor effect earlier, we get an extra normal summon for a Scrap monster. We summon Scrap Chimera, Reborn Raptor. So now we're here. Now we just gotta put all the strong cards in the field. So we will Link Summon. For Appaloosa, we'll be using the Scrap Wyvern, Scrap Chimera, and next one doesn't really matter. I guess we can just do Giant Rex here for Appaloosa. So now we can negate his monster effects. We can then do Double Pill Evolution. We can banish the Giant Rex and the Scrap Chimera for Ultimate Connector Tyranno. Then when Giant Rex is banished, it special summons itself. So we'll special summon the Giant Rex to the field. Alright. Next thing we can do is we can synchro, these are our tuners, for a Borlode Savage Dragon with 2 negates. Because we're going to give it Scrap Wyvern, which is a Link rating 2. So we'll give it 2 negates. Alright. And then we can do the last 2, are both Dinosaurs, so they can XYZ into Logia. So, if you had a hand trap here, we just cross a designator it, so we're safe for hand traps. We have our own hand trap to back up our field. And this is a 2-card combo. We didn't actually use the Lost World. I wanted to show you what it's like. So all we had was the Babysaurus and the 1-star. And this is full combo. We have 3 monster negate, or I guess with this now, they lose 500. We have 2 monster negates. We can negate a normal summon or special summon, or a spell or trap. Negate 2 spell, we can negate 2 cards that activate, I guess. Only 1 per turn, but total 2. And we can also set all the cards face down. And if he special summons anything, we draw a card. So 3 monster negates, negate a spell or trap, negate another spell or trap, set all his monsters. And in turn he special summons, we draw a card. So here we go. Also, our Dinosaurs, which right now is just Conductor Tyranno, are unaffected. Or sorry, can't be targeted by card effects. So normally here I probably wouldn't even play Lost World because I can just link with this, but I wanted to, I don't know, just show my cards. There's other routes I could have taken with Lost World, which would have been a 3-card combo. Like we could have killed their token at certain points and probably ended with like an Abyss Dweller on top of all of this, but I want to make sure I showcase the standard combo. This is the basic combo. You want to be doing this pretty much every time as often as possible. It's a 2-card combo. It can be done in multiple different ways, and this is the end board. And of course, Cross Designator, Called by the Grave, Lost World can also stop their hand traps as well. So yeah, pretty hard to beat. Pretty versatile field, right? Set those cards whenever you want to, negate 2 spell or traps, negate 2 monster effects. Maxi just makes it even harder for him. We don't really need Maxi, you usually just win without Maxi, but... Okay, so we use Harpy's Feather Duster. We do not care about that at all. He can kill Cross Designator. Not a big deal. So even if this equip spell dies, he still gets 2 negates, by the way. So you can see here, still has the 2 counters. That was just probably to bait out a negate. We're not, these cards aren't important, so we don't need them. So now, let's wait for 100 again. So we have three monster gates. So 3 monster negates. You can set all those cards whenever you want. Negate a spell or trap, or a monster summon. Very hard to deal with. Very hard. Like, not to say impossible, but it's very unlikely people can beat this board. And the greatest part of this deck is how efficient as a combo. You can reach this board with multiple different ways, such as Scrap Raptor and Lost World. There's many different hands that can reach this board. It's also very resilient to hand traps because of the Crossout Designator and Call by the Grave. The token's also randomly good against some matchups, like Sky Strikers is very funny. They can't use their spells if they have a monster in the main monster zone, so you just like give them a token. And they can't do anything. Okay, he's gonna Link. I shouldn't even play the Lost World, but it's fine. Mixed Link Revo, it's fine. No biggie. We still don't know what we're up against here, so it's hard to tell when we're gonna negate cards. Attack. Sure. Alright. That's fine. Is he gonna play evenly matched? Luckily, we have negations for that. No evenly matched. Is it... I mean, I think he's just conceding at this point, but... We have, what? Over 5 negates, essentially, and he has 5 cards. It depends on the way he does, but, you know. He'll set his cards and... Alright. Not bad, got a Kaiju. Got rid of one of our negates, that's fine. I guess Logia is the most versatile, so it can negate summons. Lightning Storm. Well, we have to negate that. Sometimes I put Borrowed Savage Dragon in defense, just in case they have Lightning Storm. So we're not, like, forced to negate it. With Lost World in the field, it's hard, because it only steals a defense, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that Borrowed Savage Dragon should go in defense. Just so we're not forced to negate Lightning Storm. So we're playing versus a Go Second deck, right? He runs Kaijus and Lightning Storm. This is, like, extremely fortunate. Like, this is what he wants to be in, it's still not good enough, right? So, GG. Alright, Plat versus Plat. Should be a good match. Flip the coin. Hope they go first. Alright, it's our choice. We will choose to go first. Again, very strong to put those combos. And it's easy to protect them via Crossout Designator and Call by the Grave. So, usually you just combo off and win. Let's try and do that here. Alright. So, very interesting. We have the combo. What I'm going to do here is Prosperity for 6. And I'm just going to try and get a Call by the Grave. So we can just ensure this combo goes off. So with this route of the combo, we don't need either of these. We don't need this. We don't need this. Nice Pure Garda, and we don't need this. I guess we can just get rid of these. So that's fine. All right, so Call by the Grave is what I want here. So that way we can play through 2 hand traps instead of just 1. Either way, I mean, either way we're fine, but would be nice. Very interesting. So nothing here is too important. I guess we'll just get Maxi to back ourselves up. So after we combo off, we have even more things he has to play through. He has to play through maybe the other and the Maxi. Alright, so we'll start by summoning this, activate his ability. If he has Imperm, we can Crossout Designator it and be good to go. Thinking. Or if it's Ash, since searches double pill. See what he does here. Does he have multiple hand traps? Yeah, I like to play the Pot of Prosperity immediately if I already have the combo, just try and get called by. Imperm. Alright. It's fine. We will respond with Crossout Designator. We can banish an impermanence from our deck, which should be at the bottom, so we just saw it. And then it negates the effect of infinite impermanence. Alright. We're good to go here. Finish that. Alright. Destroy the Babysaurus, search pill, and then Babysaurus goes off, and we will summon an Overraptor from our deck. Alright. Overraptor effect. We will then search a Miscellaneousaurus. We will then link the 1-star to the graveyard, so we have more fuel for Miscellaneousaurus. Discard Miscellaneousaurus. So we discard this. We'll banish. You can banish this plus the 1-star we just put in the graveyard for a Babysaurus from the deck. Very good. Alright. Overraptor effect. We will destroy a Babysaurus to summon a Babysaurus from the graveyard. Babysaurus was destroyed, so now we get the effect, and we will get Scrap Raptor from our deck. Alright, Scrap Raptor effect. Kill the Babysaurus. This way we're able to get an extra normal summon this turn for a Scrap monster. Babysaurus, we'll get Babysaurus. We'll link the Link Kribo and the Scrap Raptor for Scrap Wyvern. Alright. Scrap Wyvern will summon a Scrap from our graveyard. So we'll summon the Scrap Raptor we just used to link for it. Then we can destroy a card. So we will destroy the Scrap Raptor itself. Wyvern gets an effect because a Scrap was destroyed. Scrap Raptor gets effect because it was destroyed. Scrap Raptor will search the Chimera. And then Scrap Wyvern will summon a Raptor from our deck. And then we will destroy the Babysaurus. The Babysaurus effect goes off. Now we get Giant Rex. So we can normal summon the Chimera now. Chimera born to Scrap Raptor. Alright. And then we'll link. We get Appaloosa using Scrap Wyvern, cast material, Scrap Chimera because it's not a dinosaur and can't be used for synchro material, and Giant Rex gets to the graveyard because when we banish it, it will reborn. We can then make... so now, like, I mean, obviously there's any hand traps, but this can also negate hand traps if he, for some reason, was, like, holding them this long. Cool. So we can make Borreload's Savage Dragon. And then we equipped it here. The Scrap Wyvern has 2 negates now. Can only do 1 the next turn, but it's nice that if we negate a card on his turn, then on our turn we can use another negate to protect our units while going for game. So I'll banish the Chimera, leave the Link Engrave in case we want to banish Access Code Talker later. Put us in defense to play on Lightning Storm. We could also put us in defense to play on Lightning Storm, so we're not forced to negate Lightning Storm if he has it. Alright. And we make Lagia. So this is all a 2-card combo, by the way. So 2 card, just literally 2 cards, just any access to the 1-star plus Babysaurus, which is very easy to do through Fossil Dig, over Raptor, all that kind of stuff. Miscellaneousaurus gives us Appaloosa with 3 negates. 2 negates on Borreload Savage Dragon. We can set all of his cards and lag it, and we have backup just off our other cards we have. So also Cross Igniter, very good to play through the hand traps. So yeah, we have 3 monster negates, Spell and Trap negate, Spell and Trap negate. We flip all the cards face down. We also have the option to stop a summon. We also have another monster negate here, and every time we special summons, we draw a card. All for 2 cards. Very good deck. I think this deck's so good. If you guys can't already tell, but usually I just concede here. I mean, you can try and play through this. I will be impressed if he makes it, but let's do it in action. Let's see just how strong this board is and how hard it is to play through. Oh, he's Forbidden Droplet. That's really good. So the crazy thing, okay, Forbidden Droplet I can't respond to if he discards a monster, but he sends cards from his hand to the graveyard and negates the effects of that many cards, right? But the cool thing here is we have so many cards that are good. He would literally have to negate or send 4 cards from hand in the graveyard to negate 4 cards, which is like his whole hand. That makes you win. Plus, we also have Max Dealer. But yeah, we're pretty much good to go. He can't stop all of this. That's the craziest thing. Is like not only can we play through hand traps, this board also beats Droplet most of the time because they just can't sacrifice that many cards from their hand, or they're just out of stuff to do. So when he gets rid of this one searches a card. That's fine. So he stops Borreload Savage Dragon and Appaloosa. Okay. Just for the turn, might I add. So he'll search a card. So he has to play through... Their effects are negated, so I don't do this. He has to play through me setting all his cards and also negating his cards. Maxi and Baylor are just a bonus if we obviously win with these, but... Let's imagine we didn't have those for some reason, or just had like more dinosaurs. Then even just this should be enough to win through Droplet. What we can do is we can just negate his summon, so he can't even banish his monsters for the Tri-Brigade Revolt. Or we can just set his Tri-Brigade so he can't try and use the effects. If we do this one, it leads up to open to like, I don't know, Raigeki or something, but I don't think that's the case. It also feels good this is through an Imperm. Alright, so he summons Kit. So what, if this card's sent to the graveyard, I can send a trap card from this deck to the graveyard. That shouldn't even matter anymore. That shouldn't even matter anymore because he already has the cards in his graveyard, he already sent Nervall. Not many more effects to get that are important. Alright, probably quitting, we'll see. We just beat the best deck in the game, so very good showing so far for Dinosaurs. Just starting off versus the best tier 1 deck. And ending with an amazing board. Alright, so he's still there. He has 2 cards left. We can still set his guys face down if he has like discard Karas. Whatever, that's fine. If he does discard, summon Karas, then we just set it face down, he's out of cards and we kill him next turn. Let alone we have Maxi and Baylor in hand, we can just negate them. So very good. We essentially already won. I don't know what's going on his end, but this game has been decided. It has been decided. Alright, GG. Alright guys, that's the Dinosaur deck. I hope you guys liked it. I think this deck is so good and so underrated. As you can see, most of these boards are very hard to stop, and let alone if the combo goes off, you just win the game. So yeah, very potent deck. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Tons more videos coming out this week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.